Hey everyone, my name is Rafiat and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be trying out some kitchen appliances that I got recently, including this cute waffle maker and of course this dehydrator. The thing is, they both had positive reviews and I am here to try them out myself. I'm not just going to believe any review. So yes, let's do this together. Let's try them out together. So first of all, we have two waffle makers and this small one gives round shape. Yeah, this one gives round shape of waffles and this other one, two in one, it gives mini heart shaped waffles, and we're going to try them out and we're going to see for ourselves, are they really worth the hype or the positive reviews that I read about them? The good thing is both the waffle makers and the dehydrator, they are from the same source. Yes, they're from my Home Finds by Rafi. There are a lot of pantry essentials for you there and of course some appliances. So to try out the waffle makers, we are going to make waffles. That's how we're going to try them out, of course. Luckily, waffles are very easy to make and I'm just going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour into a bowl. And to get really fluffy waffles, make sure you're generous with the baking powder, and I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of baking powder and some salt as well. So mix everything together, the dry ingredients together, then set aside. So now we're going to mix the wet ingredients together, starting with 2 eggs. You can use a regular kitchen whisk for the eggs, but I'm using my hand mixer because it's faster. So the reason you even want to whisk the eggs is simply because it's going to help make the waffles fluffier by incorporating more air into the batter. Now I'm adding some sugar followed by some vanilla for flavor and of course some melted butter before finally adding some milk. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, click that subscribe button. So now all you have to do is combine the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients until you get a smooth, pretty looking batter just like this one. I hope you know you can use the batter for waffles to make pancakes. Yes, it's the same batter, the same ingredients and everything. So we're going to start with a small waffle maker, and once you plug this, this indicator light is going to come on, and it's very important. I'm going to tell you all about it shortly. And now that the waffle maker is on, we can now go ahead and add the batter. The first point for this waffle maker is that it is very cute, yes, and secondly, it is non-stick, so you don't have to apply extra vegetable oil. Thirdly, this waffle maker has a really cool feature. You see that green light there? Is an indicator that once it goes off, the waffle is ready. So all you have to do is add your batter. So once you're done adding the batter, make sure you don't add too much of it. Cover the waffle maker, then allow it to do the job. Once that light goes off, the waffle is ready. I find this really cool, so it's automatic. I noticed that all the waffles I made, they had the same color and they all cooked all through very well. This means that this waffle maker, it's going to cook your waffle evenly. Not that maybe subsequent ones that you're making will now be burnt and all that. No, this waffle maker doesn't do that. So I went ahead to make another type of waffle. It's the same waffle batter, so all I did was to sprinkle some chocolate chips. Each waffle takes about 3 minutes to get cooked, and that's it. It's very easy to use, and this is what we have. One thing I like is that the waffle pattern on the waffles, perfect. They are deep enough, and once you look at them, you know that yes, that's a waffle. Honestly, I don't have a problem with this particular waffle maker. In fact, it has an extra point. It's handy, so it's something you can easily travel with, and I feel it's going to make a really good gift, a good souvenir idea. That's what you're looking at. But then I would like to know what you think about this, so feel free to drop a comment for me on what you think about this. This is the second waffle maker, and as usual, once you turn this on, the power indicator is going to come on, and now you're going to allow it to heat up, and once it's ready to use, the second indicator, which is the ready indicator, is going to come on. That's how you know that yes, you can start pouring in your waffle batter. Of course, the next thing to do is to add the waffle batter, and please don't add too much so that your waffle doesn't spill out. So this particular waffle maker is 2 in 1, and like I said, it makes multiple mini heart-shaped waffles. One thing about this particular waffle maker is that it doesn't have an indicator that will show you that when the waffles are ready, the indicator will go on or off. But the good thing is that it has where you can control the heat. I like leaving it at 3. You can go up to 5, but that's too hot. Just allow for about 3 to 5 minutes and your waffles are ready. And that's exactly how it's stated in the manual. And that's it. I love these waffles. The shape we got from that particular waffle maker, very nice. And to the positive points, it's non-stick, well-cooked waffles. It's 2-in-1, which is so cool. It's also really portable and strong. So the only thing I would have wanted this one to have is I wish it had an automatic timer that is going to go off when the waffles are cooked. But then the manual says the waffle will be cooked in 3 to 5 minutes. So if you're able to keep that time, it's not really a downside. So tell me, which of them do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. And now to the food dehydrator. I was looking forward to this one because I read really positive reviews about this, so I'm here to try it out myself. So I've taken it upon myself to be trying these appliances, not just allowing people buy wrong items. That's why I'm making these videos, so that you don't make mistakes when you're buying them, because of course I've tried them out. So there are different kinds of dehydrators. This particular one has 5 layers, some have up to 8 layers. The one you end up getting will depend on the amount of food items you want to dehydrate. So if you have a lot to dehydrate, you get the one that has 8 layers. Or if you have a business that you want to use a dehydrator for, you can get the one that has 8 layers. But for home use and even for small businesses, you can get the one that has 5 layers. Okay, so this is what we have. This is how the dehydrator looks. And one thing is that the different layers, they are made out of plastic, so they are lightweight and you can easily clean them. They are so easy to wash, easy to clean, and you can dry them easily. So that's a positive one, a bonus point for this one. There are some that are made of iron, which is also good, but those ones are more like industrial dehydrators. This right here is the heat source of the dehydrator, and heat is going to be spread out from this point, and when that happens, it's going to get from the lowest layer to the topmost layer, and at the end of the day, everything you're dehydrating, they are going to be properly dehydrated and perfectly dried just the way you want them. There are 2 knobs on the dehydrator, and one is the power knob, which is going to turn the dehydrator on. This second one is to adjust the temperature that ranges from 35 degrees to 70 degrees. Okay, so you're just going to set the temperature how you want it. The lower the temperature, the more time it's going to take to dehydrate a particular food item. But you have to read the manual, because different food items have the different temperatures they have to be put on in order to be perfectly dehydrated. This dehydrator is the one we're going to be using for the practical. It's the Sonifa dehydrator, and on this day I was dehydrating some fruits. I got a variety of fruits in order to try the dehydrator out, and all I'm doing now is to wash the different fruits. I got some apples, pineapple, banana, and what I did was to sprinkle some salt. You can also use baking soda. What we want to achieve at the end of the day are squeaky clean fruits, free of dirt, free of stain or anything that is just harmful. You know how fruits are, they are exposed to all sorts of conditions, and you don't want any of the dirt and all that to be in your dehydrated fruits. So please always make sure you wash the fruits thoroughly. The ideal thing is to cut the fruits into smaller pieces in order to make the whole dehydration process very easy, and you want to achieve biteable sizes or chewable sizes. So yes, always cut the fruits into smaller sizes, and make sure you remove any seed. If it's a fruit that has a lot of seeds or anything like that, always make sure that you get rid of the seeds of the fruit, like I'm doing for this apple. Okay, I use red and green apples. You can use absolutely any fruit you want, so you can dehydrate a whole lot, any fruit. In fact, you can dehydrate spices. Feel free to dehydrate anything and you want to dehydrate. You can also use a mandolin slicer, any slicer that is going to make the work easy for you. Use it to slice the fruits. At the end of the day, what we want to achieve are fruits that are in smaller pieces. For the pineapple, I cut in different styles. I did this style, then after cutting this style, I went ahead to cut, another style. You can do basically anything, so feel free to freestyle and everything however you want to do it. At the end of the day, just what we are looking for is fruits that are well dehydrated. So for the apple slices, I went ahead to add cinnamon powder. This is absolutely optional. I added about half a tablespoon. It's optional, but apples and cinnamon go well, so I just decided to add a little bit. This is the dehydrator we're going to be using for this whole practical, and this dehydrator has really positive reviews, and today I am here to try it out for myself. So it has 5 layers and it's just 250 watts, so it doesn't actually consume so much electricity. The problem people usually have for dehydrators is that, oh, you have to leave it on for a long time once it consume electricity. The truth is, it doesn't actually consume so much electricity. I tried it out in this video and I was impressed, because at the end of the day, oh, that's nice. I didn't, feel that loss of electricity like you do when you run heater. For instance, if you run water heater for a long time, for the amount of time I did for this Sonifa, you will feel it. But this one is just 250 watts. It doesn't consume so much electricity. So for the fruits, I put apples, pineapples, banana, oranges, and I had some strawberries in the fridge, so I also added some strawberries. One really lovely thing is that you can dehydrate a whole lot. Do you realize you can use this to dehydrate your spices, your ginger powder, your garlic powder, onion powder, and a whole lot? You can use this. So what I'm doing now is simply to turn it on. The temperature runs from 35 degrees to 70 degrees, and this is so cool. This is really cool because the temperature range is very low, and that mimics sun drying. So it's not that you're going to lose the whole nutrients in your fruits. No, that temperature is low and it's going to do just the way sun drying does it for you. So I let this run for 9 hours, but anywhere between 8 to 12 hours you get you the result. Now look how crunchy this is. This is really nice. Everything is just perfect. So this dehydrator, honestly speaking, gave me what I wanted. Look at that now. This is really nice. So what I did was to combine all the dehydrated fruits together. They were really crunchy. They came out very well. This one actually met expectation. Very nice. So I mixed all the fruits together. I was making dried fruits mix. And hey guys, at this point I was just picking small and eating. So since they are dehydrated, you can store this in any container of your choice for future use, and that's what I did here. I stored about half of the dried fruits in a jar for future use. Then to the remaining half, I went ahead to make cereal. I was just being creative here. I went ahead to mix this remaining half. I combined it with some mixed nuts, cashew nuts, almond, and peanuts, groundnuts. I mixed everything together. I was trying to make a cereal. This is the healthiest cereal ever. Like, you don't even need to add sugar here. Everything here is healthy. So I actually recommend that you get a food dehydrator. It's something that is a must have. It's very nice. You can use it for a whole lot. And that's not all though. I went ahead to try it with coconut. Why I wanted to make coconut was that I buy coconut flakes a lot. I use coconut flakes to bake. I use it as topping for granola. I use it as topping for my yogurt. I use coconut flakes a lot. I even snack on coconut flakes. Of course, coconut flakes, they are way healthier than a lot of snacks that we consume. So yes, this is something I recommend. All I'm doing now is to deshell the coconuts. I'm using really sweet coconuts. So I didn't even add sugar, so just plain coconuts. This is really cool, but you can add sugar if you want to. So the advantage the dehydrator has over sun drying is that it's going to provide an enclosure for whatever you're dehydrating. That is a bonus tip for it. That's a plus for it. You don't have to expose your food to the public, to flies, to dirt, and all of that. It's going to provide an enclosure for your fruits or your vegetables or whatever it is you're dehydrating. You can even dehydrate meat. You can dehydrate vegetables, fruits, a whole lot. So the dehydrator is going to provide an enclosure for you to do that. So after deshelling the coconuts, I just went ahead to rinse them thoroughly. So now I'm taking off the back. This is optional, but I like taking off the back. So you can go ahead and use a peeler, a knife, or anything you can lay your hands on, anything that is going to make it easy for you. So peel all the coconuts or just leave them. Like I said, it's optional. After doing that, I went ahead to rinse again, and this is what we have. You can use a slicer, a mandolin slicer, you can use a knife, anything that is going to make it easy for you. Just slice the coconut into slices like this. That way they are going to be very easy to get dehydrated. This one has 5 layers. There is another one that has 8 layers, so it depends on the one you want. So we simply spread the coconut on different layers. Do you realize that you don't have to use all the layers? Yes, that's really cool. So if you're not dehydrating this much, you can go ahead and use just 3 or 4 layers. And once you're done, you're going to cover this and set the temperature. I am using 70 degrees. I let this one run for 7 hours. It doesn't take so much time for coconuts to be dehydrated. And this is what we have. Super flaky, super crunchy. This is really nice. So you can add sugar if you want to, but the coconut I used is very sweet, so I didn't add sugar. So simply store in an airtight container and that's it. This is a way of even preserving food. This is something I really recommend. And that's it. Don't forget to check out Home Finds by Rafi, which is where I got the appliances from. And if you want to see more review videos like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Thank you so much for coming this far, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.